Well, good evening and welcome. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Eddie Freeman from Boston, Massachusetts. And I've been in the health and wellness industry now for 45 years. First as a bodybuilder, then as a personal trainer, health coach. And I got interested in health and wellness because unfortunately for me, I lost both my parents, all four of my grandparents, all my aunts and uncles, and most of my cousins by the time they were in their 40s and early 50s. And I saw that so much of the disease going around was caused by inflammation. And so I was very interested, and I've tried everything going back to desiccated liver and wheat germ until today's products. And what happened was a few years ago, I was introduced to a company called Common Sense Wellness. And they had created a group of products that totally helps eliminate inflammation, which is the cause of almost every disease. The whole company was started by two men, Richard O'Brien and Joe Melling, who understand that disease is on the rise because every day we eat foods with pesticides and chemicals. So what their formulators did was create a group of products that are formulated to literally uh, provide your body the nutrients to heal itself. And I've asked a few people from around the United States that have had some wonderful results on our products to share their results. And I'm going to start over in the great state of Texas with Lori Odom. Good evening, Lori.
Hey, Eddie, thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited to share because I'm very convicted about what this has done for me. So, back in 2007, I started having some unexplained symptoms. And finally, in 2018, with an MRI that was lit up like a Christmas tree, we finally had a diagnosis. I have multiple sclerosis. What this did was it affected my mobility. I had to do physical therapy to walk again. I didn't drive a car for 2 years. It affected my motor skills. I had to do occupational therapy to learn how to write again. My overall cognitive skills were gone. I couldn't even read a sentence and follow my thought. My reading, my memory, everything was compromised. Thanks to COVID, I had to wait 13 months for my next MRI. But during that time, that 13 months, I was taking a micronutrient called Brain Sense. And my then 13-month later MRI showed zero lesions on my brain. And as of a few months ago, my last MRI, still zero lesions on my brain. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. And now we're going to go over across the country to the state of Maine. Gary Stevens. Good evening, Gary.
Hey, good evening, Eddie. Thanks so much for having me on. Look, I'm a guy that I spent most of my life struggling with depression, anxiety, PTSD, some from childhood things, some from military things, but I was never a guy that wanted to go the route of pharmaceutical medication, a gazillion side effects, just not for me. And about 6 years ago, I started hearing a whole lot of stories about that same micronutrient supplement that Lori was just talking about, and hearing some incredible stories and testimonials. And I started using that product, and I'll tell you what, I have not had a single overwhelming episode in 6 years. In fact, it has felt like I am finally who I was meant to be all along. And what I love even more is being able to share that with people and watch as it makes a tremendous difference in their life. So, Eddie, thanks so much for having me on.
Gary, thank you so much for sharing. Hey, now we're going to go across the country to the state of Minnesota with my favorite nurse, Paula Wagner. Good evening, Paula.
Hello, everyone. So my in 21, I'm a nurse and I was working at Mayo, and in January of 21, I hurt my back at work. And as for 9 months, between my back and then my thyroid was acting up, I couldn't drive farther than 12 miles by myself. My best friend Roxy was my personal Uber driver for 9 months. And I had major fatigue. My balance was really bad, and I had numbness and tingling in all my extremities. So I actually had to retire from nursing of 30 years in October of that year. And 2 days later, we got a brand new product, Magic's bottle of muscadine. And in 24 days, all the issues that caused me to retire were totally wiped out. So that's my story.
Awesome. Paula, thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate it. Hey, now we're going to go across the country over to the state of Florida with my friend of 35 years, John Capadonna. Good evening, John.
Hey, Eddie, it's a pleasure to be on the call. Since I've been on the Common Sense products, I have not taken any medication. I purposely stopped blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, and being checked out at the doctor twice now. My blood pressure is perfect. It's 130 over 76 and no cholesterol. So these products work, and I can't say enough about Common Sense wellness products. Everybody should be on them. Back to you, Eddie.
John, thank you so much. Hey, now we're going to go across the country to the state of Utah. Melanie Houghton. Good evening, Melanie.
Good evening, Eddie. I'm so excited to be here tonight. I used to love to run for exercise, and about 10 years ago, I had to stop running because the joints in my knees and my hips became extremely painful and were aching all the time. Well, since then, I've recently now been taking the muscadine and the support drink, which helps with recovery and inflammation. And I'm now back to running and weightlifting 3 or 4 times a week. And I have no achy joints or stiff muscles. I feel better than I have in years. Thanks, Eddie.
Thank you so much for sharing. Hey, let's go across the country over to Ohio. Mike Fazio. Good evening, Michael.
Hey, Eddie. Hey, thanks for having me. Folks, let me tell you something. My testimonial is about our meal replacement shake. It's absolutely fantastic and delicious. It's got a single scoop is 20 grams of protein. It's got 4.5 servings of your daily fruits and vegetables, and nobody gets enough of those. It's got L-glutamine for gut health. Did I mention it's delicious? I've lost 40 pounds with it because I can use this as a meal replacement. People are also using this to gain weight with it as well. It's such a good nutritional tool to have in your arsenal, especially if you're like me and struggle to lose weight and I'm only going to lose more. We got a couple flavors. Try them. You're going to love them. Guaranteed.
Michael, thank you so much for sharing that. Hey, now we're going to go across the country over the state of Utah to Dr. Clifton Brady. Good evening, Dr. Brady.
You know, thank you, Eddie. With all these wonderful stories, it is so hard to pick one. I don't even know how you do it. As a doctor, I think about people. Well, what do babies do? They eat, poop, drink, and sleep. That's their only job. And how many people do you know that are eating well, drinking well, going to the bathroom, and sleeping well? Almost nobody. And so there's a product for all of it. And if we had 5 hours, I'd share with you. But my quick testimonial is Sleep Sense. I don't sleep very well in a hotel, in a tent. Normally I sleep fantastic, but there's just certain times you just really need to get a good amount of sleep. So I take the Sleep Sense. Within 15 minutes, it's acting upon my mental clarity is slowing down, and I'm ready to go to bed, and I wake up refreshed and excited for the next day. And I used it for some oral surgery to really calm me down, help me feel relaxed, and also post-surgery so that I can heal and get better. And there's a million other uses for it, but I'll just end there. Thank you.
Dr. Brady, thank you so much. Hey, well, let's stay in Utah while we're already there, and let's go to Janie Myers. Good evening, Janie.
Good evening, Eddie. Hey, thanks for having me on here. Hey, I'd like to talk about women's balance this time. All of us women that are going through menopause and all of that, hot sweats and moods, and this product is a life changer. The women's balance. It totally balanced me out. I'm not that banshee to my children anymore. So, and the hot flashes and everything are totally gone. I mean, I love this product. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Hey, we're going to go all the way across the country to the state of Montana. Earl T.
Hi,
and Earl.
hi, Eddie. It's a blessing to be here. You know, I got to tell you, it was a pretty scary situation 4 years ago. They told me my blood pressure and cholesterol levels were at stroke level. They had me told me I could have a heart attack or a stroke at any minute. They had me on these blood thinners that were $400 a month. And I took our total wellness pack, saved over $100 a month in money. And in 60 days, my stroke level numbers were normal with both the cholesterol and with high blood pressure. I love these products, see nothing but results. And I recommend them to everyone that sees this. Have an awesome day, Eddie. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Earl. Hey, we're going to go across the country now to West Virginia. Mr. Neil Nichols. Good evening, Neil.
Good evening, folks. Thank you so much for having me. I can't pick one product because I'm going to go down the list. My daily is Brain Sense, Muscadine, Zansense, Men's, and a shake. And just recently having surgery 3 years ago, just like Earl, I was a walking time bomb. And just recently going into surgery, using these products on a daily basis, I was the only one on the ward that was on zero medication because all my levels were not only perfect, but my weight, my cholesterol, everything was normal. And I can't feel much better in my life right now. Without these products, I wouldn't be where I am. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. I got a young lady driving in a car. I don't know if she's got service, but Jeannie McDonald, are you there? Yeah, she doesn't have service tonight. In that case, we're going to go over to Michigan, and we're going to go to my friend Mark Burbridge. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Eddie. Thank you for having me. Back in 82, I broke my back real bad and told I was never going to walk again. Had pain all those years, all those decades. Better, worse. When we came out with the Muscadine product, I started taking them, not thinking they were going to do a whole lot, but within just a month, and ever since then, I have zero chronic pain. Not just a little bit, zero. And I credit the Muscadine for that.
Oh, man.
Back to you.
Thank you so much for sharing. Hey, let's go to Minnesota. And Sarah Sletton. Good evening, Sarah.
Hey, Eddie. So this common sense has been a game changer for my health. I have been symptom free from pain and all associated symptoms of gastritis and fibromyalgia. And along with that, I was having a lot of sleep issues at the same time. And now I'm sleeping so wonderful. And that's been a huge blessing for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hey, we're going to go over to California now to my friend Modesto Sandoval. Modesto, I understand your wife has had a dramatic result with one of our products. Would you mind sharing that with everyone?
Yes, Eddie. Hello, everyone. And you know what? All these product testimonials have been amazing. And my testimonial has actually been on my wife. She's had some mobility issues, and the negative eye band. She put it on, and within an hour, she regained her mobility, and she started walking, and I do a lot of walking and exercising, so she started actually doing that with me, and that's been amazing. That's been really a game changer because it's really helped her a lot, and I got to be really grateful. Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you so much. Hey, let's go back to Utah. Mandy Brady. Good evening, Mandy.
Hello. Before using BrainSense, the micronutrients, I was a really good actress pretending that I was happy. But after using this product, not only do I feel genuine happiness on most days, but I feel that I can think better. I'm a storyteller, so my cognitive with memory and memorizing stories for my shows has greatly increased. And I'm just so excited for a future where I'll have many, many more good days and great storytelling shows. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And hey, well, let's go over back to Minnesota and Lee Sage. Good evening, Lee. We can't hear you.
There we go. How you doing? So in 2016, I had an exercising fasciitis, had 75 days in the hospital, 9 operations, coded twice. In 2016, I was diagnosed with throat cancer, did it traditionally, treated it with 35 hits of radiation and chemotherapy. 2017, it came back in my lung. They did a partial lobectomy. 2019, we joined Common Sense. And the first thought that went through my mind were our products and would they help me? In 2020, I developed lip and jaw cancer. That was stage 4, 18-hour surgery. It rebuilt my jaw with my scapula on my back. I called Joe Melling and asked him, what would you do if you knew someone with stage 4 cancer? Muscadine, 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 mangosteen, 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 foundation. So our go-tos are, I do 9 muscadine to this day. I do 9 brain sense to this day. I do 3 foundation, 3 mangosteen, and 3 motivates, all mixed together. Drink it all day long, along with all our other products. Products have been a lifesaver. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hey, I wish I was the guy that was selling you this stuff. I could get rich just on you. Hey, we got one more person I want to bring on. He is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And with that, I'm going to turn the call over to my friend, Daryl. Good evening, Daryl.
Good evening, family. I just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you, Common Sense, for helping me. Me and my wife both, we live a very busy lifestyle. We get up at 6, and sometimes we don't get home till after midnight, 1 a.m., just from running and doing a couple activities that we do. There are 2 things in particular that has helped me. The first is the CS Zing. The CS Zing has saved me so many times. When I get up and before I go to the gym, I take 2 of them. It gives me that clarity, it gets me that focus, and it gives me that motivation. It like gets my blood pumping and boiling. So when I'm at the gym, I can feel that thing kick in, and I feel my strength go up. I feel my energy level go up, and it guides me through the day. You guys who are busy parents, I know you guys running, we get tired as we get older. Trust me, in life with the stresses, this CS Zing is awesome. The second thing is the muscadine. I take 6 of these a day, and as my wife too, 6 of these a day. After I was working out, I was having some pain. I was only taking like, I think one a day. I was having some pain the next day. So at night, Tony told me, here, take 3 of these muscadines. So at night now, I take 3 muscadines. The time I get up in the morning, I can move. I don't feel that pain anymore. It has saved me so many times, and I'm just so thankful for these Common Sense products.
Well, Daryl, thank you so much. And thank all of you for sharing tonight. Here's what I can tell you. At the age of 74, which is what I am right now, today I am probably in the best physical condition of my life. When people meet me, they don't guess me within 10 or 15 years. And your next step is simply get back with the person that told you and sent you this Zoom call. And then ask them about if you were late to any of these products. And then what they can do is send you some information. They can send you a video on any product that you want. You can get on the phone with them or Dr. Brady or myself, or heck, you can even speak with the owner of the company if you like to. But folks, what we've got are products. The bottom line is today, in the year 2025, going into 2026, it's no longer just about living longer. It's about living better. And I believe that with these products, you will, in fact, live better. Folks, I appreciate you, and I can't wait to possibly meet you in the future. With that, thank you all for participating tonight. Take care, everybody.